Hi guys, and welcome to my channel, Fertility Friend for You. I'm doing this anonymous, as you will get to find out over the time that my journey is a secret. So this is a video log for myself and for other people to obviously watch, and so people can reach out and we can help each other and we can talk through our problems, because sometimes a fertility struggle is very lonely, so it's nice to know that you're not on your own and that there is other people out there. So basically, I'll start at the beginning. I've been with my partner for 7 years. After we had been together for about 2.5, 3 years, we decided that we wanted to start a family. We actually went on a holiday, and I stopped taking my contraception from there, and nothing seemed to be happening. I didn't get any periods, nothing. But in the beginning I thought, oh, it's fine, it takes a while for contraception, the pill and whatnot, to come out of your system. So I waited for 6 months, and then I visited my GP, and they said, okay, wait another 6 months, you need to be actively trying for a year, and give it that time to get out your system to see what happens. So 6 months later I returned to the doctors with nothing. No periods, so no pregnancy, of course. So from there she went on to test my partner's semen analysis, which came back absolutely perfect, and then they tested my hormones. They gave me a tablet called northisterone to induce a false bleed so that they could measure my hormones on certain days of my cycle, and it came back that my levels of hormone was flatline 0, so there was no movement, no nothing. So that's when it was apparent that there was a problem. So my GP then sent me on there for a internal ultrasound to get a gist of what was going on, to see if I had polycystic ovaries and to check the inside. So I went off for that. They actually was going to do an external ultrasound, so I filled my bladder with water. I went, but they couldn't see, so they had to end up doing it internally. It was fine. A bit unnerving, the unknown, that you don't know what's going to happen, but it wasn't too bad. The woman was lovely. Obviously they don't give you the results there and then, which is always a pain. So I went away, went back to the doctor's surgery, however many couple of weeks later, and it turned out that I had a mild form of polycystic ovaries, which I always had a thought that I did have, because I have got facial hair and got a bit hairier on the body, and I did have problems with my periods when I was younger, which I will come to in another video. So then we both had all our blood tests taken and all our levels measured to make sure we were up to date with everything, and then we got transferred to the gynecology department of the hospital. Going up there was quite daunting. It's quite unfair because the gynecology department is right next to the antenatal assessment unit and the scan area in my particular hospital. So we went for our first appointment. The gentleman was lovely. He felt my stomach, he spoke us through a few things. One issue that he zoned in on a little bit was my weight, and said I'd probably need to lose a little bit of weight, which would help with my Pcos. So he set me on to endeavour to do that, and to a dietitian, and he sent me away with some tablets, some medication, a round of Clomid to try, which is a tablet that you take on day 2 to 6 of your cycle that's supposed to stimulate egg production so that you ovulate and can go from there. So he gave me one of those to try, just to see if I just needed something, a one thing boost to go with. After that first session, it was apparent that no, I was still flatlining 0, even with the Clomid. So that was my first experience of my TTC with PCOS. I am going to make a whole diary of these, because I am now 4 years into TTC diary, and I have actually kept a personal note of everything written down. So today is off the top of my head, it's off the cuff. I've just been searching YouTube for some people, TTC, just to see what the latest is, and I noticed that there isn't anything of late apparent. So if there was anyone else like myself searching for something a bit more recent, they'd probably struggle to find it. So I thought, why don't I start putting my story out there? So that was my first experience, and then I am actually going to get my my written diary and start reading from there, so I can carry on and know what's been happening. If you are interested in following my journey, or if you are going through something yourself, please do reach out and contact me, because as you can know, it can be very lonely. Even though you've got your partner, especially if it's you, the woman, that's got the problem, you feel almost it's your fault, and that there's something that you can be doing. So reach out, we'll have a chat if you want to ask me any questions.